Be me, Emma, 29, working in marketing and honestly pretty happy with my life. Been married to Mark for 3 years. Together for 6 total. He's a good guy. Works in IT project management, steady job, doesn't leave his socks on the floor. We had a good thing going, you know? Or at least, I thought we did. Friday night, I'm hosting girls' night. Rachel and Jen from my gym's women's empowerment group are coming over. I've been hanging with them for a few months now. They're cool, progressive, woke about social issues, the kind of women who actually give a shit about equality and don't just post about it. I'm in the kitchen putting together a charcuterie board when Mark comes in from the garage, carrying like 6 bags of groceries. He'd just done the weekly shopping trip, something he always does. I'm chopping salami and arranging crackers while he unpacks everything, putting stuff away in that methodical way he does. Knows exactly where everything goes without even thinking about it. Hey babe, need anything else for tonight? He asks, folding up the reusable bags. Nah, I'm good. Thanks for grabbing everything. He heads to his office. Rachel and Jen arrive 10 minutes later with wine. We're 2 glasses in, talking about work drama and dating app horror stories. They're both perpetually analysing their friends' relationships. When Rachel notices me getting up to refill the charcuterie board, "Does he ever help?" Or, she asks, gesturing vaguely toward Mark's office. I laugh. "Oh, Mark handles the shopping and bills and car stuff, all the boring background things. I just do the fun part, the cooking and making things nice." Jen raises an eyebrow. "Girl, cooking is daily labor. Shopping is what? An hour a week. That's not equal." I pause mid-pour. "I mean, I guess, but," Rachel cuts in, leaning forward with that intense look she gets. "He's got you doing servant work while he does the bare minimum. You're being a 1950s housewife, and he's convinced you're equal partners." Something shifts in my chest, uncomfortable. They start listing things. How I just wipe down the counter, how I'm refreshing snacks, how I'll probably clean up after they leave. "You do all the laundry too, right?" Jen asks. "Well, yeah, but..." See? Rachel's on a roll now. He's manipulated you into thinking grocery shopping once a week is the same as daily housework, classic weaponized incompetence. They tell stories. Rachel's ex-husband couldn't figure out how to do laundry, so she did it for 10 years. Jen's husband needs step-by-step instructions to do anything domestic. They talk about mental load, emotional labor, the invisible work women do. By the time they leave at midnight, I'm seeing my marriage completely differently. I walk back into the living room. Mark's playing video games, controller in hand, relaxed. He looks up and smiles. "Have fun." "Yeah," I say. "But I'm noticing things now. The wine glasses I'll wash. The charcuterie board I'll clean. The blankets I'll fold. He killed 3 digital zombies while I cleaned up an entire girls' night. I rewash a dish he'd put away earlier. He put it in the wrong spot, not even the right cabinet, and think, I do everything around here. The next few days, I start counting. Really counting. Monday, I load the dishwasher after breakfast, +1, wipe down the kitchen counter, +1, make dinner +1, fold a load of laundry, +1, clean the bathroom sink, +1, Mark works from home, takes some work calls, plays games after work, 0 household contributions that I can see. Tuesday, same story, I do 12 distinct household tasks. He does nothing visible. I text Rachel, literally kept count today. I did 12 household things. He did 0. She texts back immediately, and he probably thinks he's a great husband. The resentment builds like a pressure cooker. I start testing him. Leave dishes in the sink overnight to see if he'll do them. He doesn't, because I always do them. Wednesday afternoon, I'm on the phone with Rachel in the kitchen. I think Mark's in his office with his headphones on. Can't hear me. I don't know how I didn't see it before, I'm saying. Pacing? I'm doing everything around here. That's what they do, Rachel says. They make you think you're being crazy for wanting basic equality. He does the grocery shopping, wow. A whole hour a week? I'm cooking and cleaning for hours every day. I laugh bitterly. It's honestly pathetic how little he contributes. Rachel says something about the weaponized incompetence again. and I'm nodding along when Mark walks into the kitchen. My stomach drops. He's holding an empty coffee mug. He heard me. "Em," he says, voice calm, but with an edge I rarely hear. "I heard what you just said. Let's actually do this." I grip my phone tighter. "Do what?" "List out everything we each do. You want 50-50. Let's make it actually 50-50. Rachel's voice is tinny in my ear. "Is that him? Don't back down." I pull the phone away. My heart's pounding, but I'm also emboldened. He's bluffing. He has to be. "Fine," I say. "Fine, let's do it." Mark grabs a notebook from the junk drawer, sits at the kitchen table. "Okay, what do you do?" I list it out, counting on my fingers. Cooking, dishes, laundry, cleaning bathrooms, vacuuming, wiping down counters, tidying the living room, organizing. He writes it all down, doesn't argue, doesn't interrupt. "Now you," I say. "Grocery shopping and meal planning, paying all the bills, handling both cars, home maintenance, managing insurance, yard work, taking out the trash." I scoff. "Grocery shopping is an hour, Mark. Bills are online. That's what, 20 minutes a month? Half that stuff is once a month tasks. That's not equal to me cooking and cleaning every single day." He looks at me for a long moment, something in his eyes I can't quite read. "Okay," he says, voice eerily calm. "So here's what we'll do. Everything on your list, that's 100% yours now. Everything on mine, 100% mine. No helping each other, no asking for help. True 50-50. I hesitate for just a second. Rachel's voice is still in my head. "Men do this to test you. Stand your ground." "Fine," I say. "Great. Starting now?" He smiles slightly. Not smug, just knowing, like he's already 3 steps ahead. "Wait, so I'm doing the grocery shopping now?" "Yep, you wanted equality." "Fine. Easy." I tell myself I won. He'll crack in a week and come crawling back, asking to split things normally again. I don't notice that his list is still in his head and mine is written down, or that he's still smiling. Week 1, I walk into the grocery store with my head high. I've got this. Shopping is shopping. Immediately, I realize I don't have a list. Mark always had a detailed list, organized by store section. I just grab things that look familiar. Produce section. Do we get organic bell peppers or regular? How many do we even go through in a week? Are tomatoes on sale? Is $3.99 a pound good or bad? I have no reference point because Mark always handled this. I spend 15 minutes just staring at strawberries. Meat section is worse. How much chicken do we need? What cuts? Is $8 per pound reasonable? I keep second guessing myself, putting things back in the cooler, re-adding them. By the time I get to checkout, I've been here an hour and 20 minutes. Total, $187.43. Mark usually spent around $110. I get home and unpack everything, feeling pretty accomplished until I realize I forgot coffee, Mark's essential morning coffee, also bread, also the chicken breasts I needed for tonight's dinner plan, also toilet paper and dish soap. I end up ordering pizza because I can't make the meal I planned. The next day, I have to go back to the store for the forgotten items, another $43, $230 total for 1 week, 3 hours of my time, 2 trips, and a pizza I didn't budget for. I don't tell Mark about any of this. Week 2, the mail situation catches up with me. I've been ignoring the official-looking envelopes piling up on the counter. Bills can wait, right? I've been focused on my daily tasks, the visible stuff that actually matters. I finally open one. Final notice. Electric bill overdue. Service interruption scheduled March 15th. My hands actually shake. I open another. Late payment fee applied. Internet service, $25. Shit. I go to pay the electric bill online. Don't know the login. I search my email for electric bill. Nothing. The account is in Mark's name, his email. I text him, "What's the login for electric?" His reply, check the password manager. Password is in the shared folder. Me? What password manager? Mark, the one I set up 2 years ago, I showed you how to use it. I have zero memory of this conversation. I feel stupid and angry at the same time. I end up resetting the password manually. Takes me 45 minutes just to access the account. I pay the bill plus a $35 late fee. Then I look at the dashboard. There are 12 other bills on various schedules I didn't even know existed. Electric, gas, water, internet, 2 phone lines, car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, 3 credit cards, mortgage, HOA fees. Some are on autopay. Or they were, from Mark's account, which I'm realizing he probably turned off. I feel a knot forming in my stomach, but push it down. It's fine. I've got this. The car situation starts small. Driving to work. My car makes this weird grinding sound when I turn the wheel. I Google it at a red light. Results range from totally normal to $2,000 repair. I ignore it. Mark always just handled car stuff. It'll probably go away. 2 days later, the check engine light comes on. I text Mark, check engine light is on. What do? Take it to the shop, Mike's Auto Repair, number's in my phone. Can you just schedule it? You know the guy? That's car maintenance. You're half now, remember? I want to throw my phone, but I call. Mike answers, Mike's Auto, what can I do for you? Hi, my check engine light is on. Need to bring it in. Sure thing, name. Emma, Mark's wife. Oh, hey, haven't seen Mark in a while. Yeah, bring it by. Oh, wait. I hear him clicking on a computer. Emma, I'm showing your inspection expired 3 months ago. Can't legally work on it until you renew that. My face goes hot. Day, it expired? Yeah. Mark usually brings both cars in every March like clockwork. You'll need to hit up the inspection station first, then come back to me. Mark had been handling inspection renewals for 6 years straight. I never once thought about it. At work, I end up venting to Tyler during lunch. Mark's being so petty about this 50-50 thing. I explain the whole situation, the agreement, the tasks, everything. Tyler looks genuinely confused. Wait, he was handling all the bills, both cars and home maintenance by himself? Yeah, and I was doing daily cooking and cleaning. Tyler sets down his sandwich. My wife and I split bills because that shit is actual work. She handles 3 accounts, I handle 3. Your husband was doing way more than half. I bristle. You don't understand the mental load of cooking every single day. Doesn't he also work full time? And didn't you say he was doing grocery shopping too? That's an hour a week. Tyler gives me this look. Is it? My wife does our shopping. She's gone for 2.5 hours and comes back exhausted. I change the subject, but his words stick with me, like a splinter I can't quite dig out. That night, Mark finds me at the kitchen table, staring at the pile of unopened bills like they might spontaneously combust. Em, he says gently, we don't have to keep doing this. I can walk you through everything. We can split it differently. No. I cut him off, sharper than I mean to. I said I'd do 50-50. I'm doing 50-50. I'm not some helpless woman who needs a man to explain basic adulting to her. He raises both hands in surrender. Okay, just offering. I don't need your help. I'm proving a point. He nods slowly, something sad flickering across his face. Yeah, I can see that. I turn back to the bills, jaw set. I'll figure this out. I have to. By the start of week 3, I'm almost feeling competent. Groceries still take forever and cost too much, but I'm getting better at remembering what we need. Bills are mostly paid on time. Well, 2 were late, but whatever. The car noise hasn't gotten worse. I text Jen. Actually managing fine on my own. Told you I could handle this. She sends back a praise hands emoji and yas queen. I feel validated, see? I've got this. That's Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, everything implodes. Monday morning, I'm driving to a client presentation I've been stressing about for 2 weeks. The car makes this loud grinding screech, then just dies. I coast to the highway shoulder. Hazards on, semis flying by so close my car shakes. I try to start it. Nothing. Just clicking. I call AAA from the sticker on the windshield. The automated system asks for my membership number. I don't have it. Try my phone number instead. A rep comes on. I'm not showing an active membership for this number or vehicle. That's impossible. We've had LALA for years. Last membership expired 14 months ago, ma'am. Mark had been renewing it every single year. I never thought about it once. Emergency tow, $285 out of pocket. I missed the entire client presentation. Have to call my boss from the tow truck. Humiliated. The tow driver, this older guy with kind eyes, pops my hood. When's the last time you got your oil changed? I don't know. He shows me the dipstick. Bone dry. Mom, your engine seized. That grinding, was it dying? You drove it with no oil for who knows how long. I feel sick. This is going to be expensive. $2,500, maybe $3,000 if the whole engine needs replacing. I text Mark from the truck. Car died on highway, really bad. Shit, you okay? Did you get it towed? Yeah, engine seized, $3,000. Damn, did you ever get the oil changed? Adis, no. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again, disappear. Finally, okay, get the estimate and figure out what you want to do. Can you just handle this? You know Mike? You know cars? M, we agreed. Car stuff is your half now. I want to scream. Tuesday, I get home via Uber, $47. The house is completely dark, power outage. I check my phone, neighbor's lights are all on, just my house. I call the electric company. Automated voice. Service has been disconnected due to non-payment. I did pay the bill, but I didn't pay the late fee from paying it late. Reconnection fee, $125. Late fee, $35. Service won't be back until tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. window. I have to take a half day off work. I sit in the dark, eating crackers and string cheese, feeling pathetic. I scroll Instagram on my phone data and see Rachel posted a girls' night photo. I wasn't invited. Wednesday, dinner with Rachel and Jen at this nice Italian place. I insisted we go. Wanted to prove I'm fine. I complain about Mark being petty. Rachel nods along. See, this is what I was saying. Men sabotage you to prove a point. The bill comes $156.80. Wine, apps, entrees. I put down my credit card, confident. The waitress comes back. Sorry, this card was declined? Do you have another? My face burns. I laugh it off. Oh, weird. Fraud protection probably. I try my other card. Also declined. Rachel, visibly annoyed. I got it. I try to Venmo her. Right there. Payment failed. Insufficient funds. I excuse myself to the bathroom. Hands shaking. In the stall. I check my banking app. Primary credit card. $8,200 out of $8,500 limit. Secondary card. $3,100 per $3,000 limit. Over limit. Checking account, negative $247.18. Overdraft. I'd just been swiping, not tracking anything. Mark always monitored credit utilization, paid strategically, kept everything under 30% for our credit score. I have a near panic attack, splashing water on my face. I go back out, lie. Fraud alert. So annoying, I'll get you back tomorrow. Rachel? Sure. But she's pissed. Dinner is awkward as hell. Thursday. I get home and desperately need to pee. I rush to the bathroom, do my business, flush. The toilet doesn't drain. I flush again. Panic move. And the water starts rising. Fast. It overflows onto the tile. I scream. Grab towels, trying to soak it up. Water keeps pouring over the rim, spreading across the bathroom, seeping into the hallway carpet. I don't know where the shut-off valve is. Never needed to. I call Mark, hysterical. The toilet is flooding. Everything is flooding. Where do I turn the water off? Okay, calm down. I am calm. I'm literally screaming. Behind the toilet, near the floor, silver oval knob. Turn it right. I drop to my knees in toilet water. Find it, crank it. Water slows but doesn't stop. It's not working. That's just a toilet line. Main shutoff is in the basement. Far left corner by the water heater. Red valve. I run downstairs, find it, shut it off, run back up. The bathroom floor is covered in water and other stuff. Hallway carpet is soaked, water squishing under my feet. I sit in the wet hallway and cry. Phone on speaker. Em, you okay? No, I'm sobbing. Can you please just come home? I'm 40 minutes away. You need to get the water up now or it'll damage the subfloor. Shop vac is in the garage. I don't know how to use a shop vac. Gentle but firm. You turn it on and suck up the water, like vacuuming. Long silence. I realize how helpless I sound. Okay. I hang up and just sit there for a minute in the wet hallway, phone in my lap. Mark didn't gloat, didn't say, I told you so. He just helped me, calmly talked me through it. From 40 minutes away, while I was literally drowning in a mess I created by not knowing where a shutoff valve was, when did I become this person? The woman who can't handle a clogged toilet, who forgot her own mother's 60th birthday, who has $8,000 in credit card debt after 3 weeks. Then Rachel's voice echoes in my head. He's testing you, stand your ground. I push the doubt down, stand up, and grab the shop vac from the garage. It takes 2 hours of vacuuming toilet water, crying intermittently. The bathroom carpet is ruined. The hallway smells like mildew already. Friday morning, I wake up to a text from my mom. Well, I guess I know where I rank now. Thanks for nothing. My stomach drops. I completely forgot her 60th birthday. Mark always reminded me a week before, ordered flowers from both of us, had me sign the card. I scrambled to order emergency same-day flowers online. $89. I call her, hands shaking. It's fine, Emma. Her voice is cold. Mom, I'm so sorry. This week has been... Mark always remembers, where is he? We're handling things separately now. New system. A new system where you forget your own mother's birthday. Your father did all those things too. You know, the bills, the car stuff. I didn't realize how much until his heart attack. I couldn't even find the mortgage papers. Do you even know if you have a mortgage? Yes. I actually don't know the details. Fix this before you lose him, Emma? That evening, sitting in my Ubered car after work, I text Rachel, everything's falling apart, car is dead, flooded the bathroom, forgot Mom's birthday, I'm broke, I don't know what to do. Read at 6:47 p.m. No response. 20 minutes pass. I text again, hello? 8:30 p.m. Oh, sorry babe, was that hot yoga? That sucks. Stand your ground though, he's clearly testing you. I stare at the text. My friends are completely useless. I spend all Friday night lying awake, trying to frame this in my head so it makes sense. Maybe Mark is just better at this stuff. Guys are more naturally technical with bills and cars, right? Or maybe I just need better systems, a budgeting app, a meal planning service. If I had the right tools, I could totally do this. But Saturday morning, 7 a.m., staring at my bank account in the red, my ruined bathroom, the $3,000 car repair estimate, my mum's hurt text that I've reread 17 times. I can't spin this anymore. I can't make this into a story where I'm right and he's wrong. I need help, real help, and I have to admit I was wrong. I'm sitting at the kitchen table with coffee, dark circles under my eyes, hair a mess. When Mark comes in, you look exhausted. My voice cracks. I can't do this anymore. He nods. Okay. I don't understand. How are you doing all of this? He sits across from me. You want to see? I nod. He opens his laptop, pulls up a spreadsheet. I'm kind of a data nerd. I track stuff. Multiple tabs, financial, automotive, home maintenance, logistics, social. He shows me the financial tab first. 15 different accounts, electric, gas, water, internet, phones, car insurance, home insurance, life insurance. 3 credit cards, mortgage, HOA, subscriptions. Each has different due dates. Some have promotional rates. Some need annual renegotiation. Average time per month, 12 hours. Plus I save us about $4,200 a year through credit card points, catching billing errors, timing refinances, automotive tab, both cars, oil changes every 3 months, tire rotations every 6, annual inspections, registration renewals, insurance shopping, Peace.ALA membership, 4 hours a month if we outsource to a full service place, about $200 monthly. Home maintenance, HVAC filters, gutter cleaning, yard work, pest control, smoke detectors, plumbing, appliance maintenance, caulking, 8 hours a month, outsourced cost, $400. Logistics, grocery shopping and meal planning, researching recipes, checking pantry, price comparing, clipping coupons, 5 hours monthly, social tab, birthday and anniversary tracking for both families, 12 people, card buying, gift purchasing, RSVP management, coordinating couple friends, 3 hours a month. He shows me the bottom line, his monthly labor, 38 hours, my monthly labor, cooking, dishes, laundry, bathrooms, vacuuming, 20 hours, financial value if outsourced, his $600 monthly versus my $200. You were doing important stuff, Em, daily stuff, visible stuff. But I was doing pretty much everything that keeps our life from falling apart. I stare at the numbers, my reality tilts. I didn't know. I know. But defensiveness creeps in, automatic. You never told me though. You never showed me this. How was I supposed to know? I tried to show you the password manager. I mentioned car inspections. I talked about bills. You didn't pay attention because it was handled. It was invisible. That's not fair. Em, you told Rachel I contribute nothing. You said I do 10 minutes of work. Silence. Shame washes over me, but also anger. My friends were trying to help. They made good points about emotional labor. Your friends don't live here. Rachel's divorced and bitter. Jen's husband actually does nothing, so she assumes I do nothing. They don't know our life. The tears come. I messed up, yeah. But also, I can't help myself. You could have been clearer, made me more involved. He sighs. Maybe. But you could have asked before assuming I was lazy. You could have been curious. Can we go back to how it was? No. My heart drops. But we can do actual 50-50, real 50-50, where we both know what the other does. You take 3 bills, I take 3, your car, my car, split the maintenance list, alternate grocery shopping. I nod, relieved but aware something shifted. And M, no more letting Rachel tell you about our marriage. Small smile, deal. And if you think I'm not pulling weight again, ask me first before going nuclear. I will. We sit in silence. He's cordial but different. The invisible partner era is over. I broke something I didn't know could break. I still think. I start, then stop. I still think I had some valid points about communication. He doesn't argue, just nods, but we both know the truth now. I wasn't doing 70%, I was doing 30%. And convinced myself it was everything. Because I couldn't see past my own tasks, I took him completely for granted, and maybe I should have actually counted what he was doing before I decided it wasn't enough. Or at least Googled how to change oil.